Hey everybody, welcome back to another week. We have quite a few things going on this week as we get ready for winter break. On Monday after school, we do have Norski Time PLCs. And also for lunch, Bill, Dana, and I are taking care of a nice spread for everyone from the Roadside Grill. So please come down to the office and we'll have that all set up for you. On Tuesday, we have the 7th and 8th grade choir concert. That is always a great one. Love it by the holidays. And on Thursday, more calories coming in. It's our annual grazing day. So please bring in your dish to pass on Thursday. And then Friday, as you know, is an early release day. On that particular day, we'll run the early release schedule. Then the last 2 hours is team time. We sent out information about that last week. So that's the plan for this week. All right, let's see here. In February, the week of the 16th through the 19th, we will have some more students from China visiting with us that week. We should have about 15 students with us. We don't have placements for all of them yet. We've just been kind of going through the families that have put in applications just this last week. So that will happen then. We don't have, like I said, we don't have the grade level assignments or anything like that. But again, that will be the week of February 16th. That's a Monday. And I believe they leave on that Thursday morning. So stay tuned for more information about that once we get back from winter break. Whoa. I have my phone balancing on top of a couple of books here, so it's kind of moving around. Let's see here. January 19th, we have an in-service day coming up on that day. The big focus for that, we've got a presenter coming for that day that's going to focus on something called the Fundamental Five. We have been talking a little bit about that throughout the year, but we haven't formally done so, and it's just kind of become part of our language. All the administrators and some of the teacher leaders in the district read the book Fundamental Five. It's a really quick read earlier in the year, towards the end of summer actually, and it just talks about 5 things, and each one of the 5 items in the Fundamental Five all tie, believe it or not, directly to some of the things with educator effectiveness. So very quickly, one of them, the first one is framing the lesson. So having your objectives on the board, which the vast majority of our teachers at the middle school do. We also, it talks about doing a closing, a question or a checkout at the end of a class period. Again, very common to see that in our classrooms. There's the power zone, which is all about moving around the classroom. You all work with middle school kids, so you know that if you move around the classroom, it impacts the behavior and so on. Keeps kids more engaged. Writer's workshop with the mini lessons over on the carpet and so on. So a lot of that happening as well. Frequent small group, purposeful talk is another chapter in this book. And really just talks about the power of small groups, which is all about middle school. So again, it's something that is very, very common in our school. Recognition and reinforcing as students understand new content, keeping that positive momentum going and capitalizing on those positives. And then last but not least is writing critically. And this is probably the part that will be the most important at that in-service because it talks about ways in which every content area can really hold on to that literacy piece. And I know that's something that is not always the most comfortable, depending on where you're at. As a science teacher, that was the hardest part for me. So we'll learn about all those things at that January in-service. From what I understand, Sean Kane, the person that's coming, is a fabulous presenter, a lot of fun, and he'll be working with all district staff throughout that day. So that's the January 19th in-service. Okay, another kind of preview, I guess, for January. We've got a couple staff meeting dates that month. January 5th, the first day we come back after break, we have a staff meeting scheduled. That will just be an open discussion. We'll do some mixed groups to start, but just an open discussion on some things with schedule and how things work with the schedule that we've had for the last couple of years, which is nice to have some consistency. Kind of looking for some conversation about pros and cons. What do we wish we had? What do we wish we didn't have? So just to kind of get that conversation going again. And then also on January 26th, which would normally be that second staff meeting time, Dr. Borden has asked to come to one of our staff meetings in the near future to talk about facilities and the process that the Community Advisory Committee has worked on with possible referendums and so on and so forth. There will be updates by that point in January because there's still quite a bit of work that group is doing. So she'll be here for the January 26th staff meeting. And that's it. That's it for the news here for this week. It'll be a crazy week, I'm sure. But let's fight through it. It'll be a lot of fun. We've got lots of food. And then enjoy a really nice, long holiday break with friends and family. So have a great week. We'll see you in the hallways.